Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the Two Natural Ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show. Well, I was going to tell you about my struggles.
Yes, but you don't want to, do you? Are you over it now?
Let me have a look. What were my struggles?
Well, you were telling me on Friday, so maybe we move past it.
Yes, we may have. Yes.
Yes. It's really you know, what do they say? A problem shared is a problem halved.
Yes.
So, and I was obviously being a good listener and resolved your issue.
You did. Yes, because I can't remember what the problem was.
Good.
But I tell you, I do have something. If we've got time.
Another problem?
Well, it's more an annoyance.
Oh, what did I do?
No, and it wasn't you.
Oh, wow.
Or anybody in my family.
Oh.
So I was listening to the news. That in itself is an annoyance.
Yes.
So the news was, and I'm going to exaggerate here, the world's falling apart and everybody's dying of this problem and this and this. And the cricket scores.
Oh.
You know? And it was like they were talking about some huge environmental issue.
Yes.
And then they said, and now here's the cricket scores. So there was... Moving on. And I'm like, do you not think we should maybe have a bigger discussion than just, here's the terrible thing that's happening and here's the cricket scores?
Yes.
It just really flabbergasted me and I got very frustrated and I thought, oh my gosh, these are the things that we need to be discussing, not the cricket scores.
No.
And not just give it that little bit of time like, oh, here's the news. We've done our bit now.
Yes.
We've told you. On we go, you know. Yeah.
Well, we've told you the bad news.
Yes.
Well, what's the good news?
Well, that's true too. It's like, let's...
Apparently the cricket scores are the good news.
Well, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? So if we're going to talk about bad news then,
yes.
We watched Seaspiracy.
Oh, you did watch it?
Did.
Okay.
It's interesting because me being a vegetarian has been always very sensitive to the issues that are going on, but unfortunately it's worse than we thought. Yeah. So I think it's different to our problem on land.
Yes.
And it's not about whether you eat meat or not.
No.
And in fact, my husband was horrified and he loves meat, eats meat. He's now talking about growing jackfruit so we can, we can replace, meat items. And I'm thinking he's not going to give up meat though, but... Our reliance, well, it's not even that. It's not even our reliance on meat because the problem is that a lot of what they're attempting to catch more are being killed and dying in they're getting caught up in the nets. But the big issue is they're dragging these huge, I can't even think how big, nets along seabeds and pulling everything with it. Can you imagine them doing that on land? They don't do that on land.
No.
So as much as we've got issues on land with, how we're treating the land and the animals, we've got bigger issues going on in the sea, and because we don't see it.
That's right. It's not. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And I've seen a couple of people comment that they'd watched it before I watched it, and they were left with, yes, we can do something. Yes, there's hope. And
you weren't?
Well, I suppose I don't eat fish already. So, he was talking about not eating fish. So, yes. But I don't know. I don't even know if reducing the demand is
So
it.
he was saying we've got to stop eating fish so that these trawlers don't do what the trawlers are doing? Is that what was his reasoning?
I don't know because he didn't say much. I didn't talk to him really about it. He just said that. But I don't think so because it's not about the demand. It's about...
what they're doing.
And how they're doing it. And the villages that they're leaving without any food.
Yes. Well, that's where when we were discussing how there are no fish, as in you can't fish in certain areas and the difference that can make to then allowing the locals to just catch some fish.
Yes.
But it can then spread out into other areas. So I don't know if they talked about that at all. I've got to watch it, don't I?
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.